taking her to lunch today. So
Whoa. Don't do that. Okay, don't do lunch.
Why?
That's like the express lane to the friend zone.
What the hell's the friend zone?
See, when a girl decides that you're her friend, you're no longer a dating option. You become a complete non-sexual entity in her eyes, like her brother or a lamp.
I don't want to be a lamp.
Yeah, well then don't be her friend.
Just Friends is a 2005 romantic comedy film directed by Roger Kumble that would find some box office success and would gain a following as a romantic comedy Christmas classic. In 1995, overweight New Jersey high school senior Chris Brander, played by Ryan Reynolds, is secretly in love with his classmate and best friend, Jamie Palomino, played by Amy Smart. Confessing his feelings to her by writing them down in her yearbook, he heads to her graduation party, running into his friends Clark and Darla, played by Fred Awanek and Amy Maticio.
Chris Brander, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy graduation, Chris.
What's going on? I thought it was supposed to be just the four of us.
Palomino's decided to throw Jamie a surprise graduation party.
Oh, that's just great. No fear, Chris. Huh? This is your chance to get out of the friend zone. Yeah.
After the yearbook is accidentally swapped, his confessions are read aloud in front of the party, humiliating Chris.
Oh my God!
Listen to this! When we're together, I feel like we're not in high school, but we're in our own Chris and Jamie little world. You're my best friend.
Please don't read that.
But I want to be more than that. Hoping to be your boyfriend. Sincerely, Chris Brander, BFF.
That's a joke! That's a joke between me and Jamie!
After Jamie proclaims Chris her friend, he leaves the party in tears, vowing to never return.
We need to talk about what you wrote. Is that really how you feel?
I don't know. Maybe. Why?
Because that's the nicest thing anyone's ever written to me.
What?
Yes. I love you, Chris. Like a brother. We're friends, right?
10 years later, Chris has become a handsome and fit, successful record producer and vice president of a music company. He lives in Los Angeles, California, and is a womanizer.
God, you believe that? I get dumped 4 days before Christmas.
I saw.
Yeah, you did nothing. Technically, that makes you an accomplice.
Guilty as charged.
You know, in some cultures, they'd spank you for that.
Oh, I love to travel.
Chris Brander.
I'm Mandy.
Of course you are. You know, I know a song called Mandy.
Oh.
Just before Christmas, Chris's boss asks him if he will accompany an emerging pop singer named Samantha James, played by Anna Faris, to Paris, France, to get her to sign on to their label. Chris, having once gone on a date with Samantha and finding her frightening and having been injured during the date, reluctantly agrees.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. Are you here because you miss me, or are you just here because your boss wants to sign me?
Both?
Guess I missed you, too. God, I want to lick your skin off.
I prefer you didn't.
But I want to.
Don't.
Samantha drives Chris insane.
Oh my God! I just wrote a new song. You have to hear it. This one's called Forgiveness. Forgiveness.
Samantha accidentally sets her private jet on fire, leading to an emergency landing outside of Trenton, New Jersey. Chris decides to bring her to the home of his mother, Carol, played by Julie Haggerty. He also introduces Samantha to his 18-year-old brother, Mike, played by Christopher Marquette, who has an obsession with Samantha.
I have your poster on my wall, but you are way hotter in person.
I know.
Do you have her poster on your wall?
Yeah, I slapped the ham to it like an hour ago.
What ham did you slap? Not the ham that I just bought.
Chris heads to a local bar and runs into his old friends, and finally sees Jamie.
Look at you! Oh my God, I can put my arms around you. You look so great. Look at this body. You're like a new man. These arms and your belly and look at the pecs. Wow, Chris, Brander.
Jamie Palomino.
Jamie works as a bartender and hopes to work her way through school to become a teacher. Chris makes a lunch date with Jamie and tells his brother Mike to keep Samantha occupied. At lunch, Chris intentionally tries to come across as rich and successful, perhaps as a way of rubbing it in Jamie's face after years of being stuck in the dreaded friend zone.
I'm studying to be a teacher, so I'm living at home and I'm working.
It's the coast.
What happened to him?
Chris seems conflicted about whether or not to be himself or to try and act like somebody he is not.
Oh my God! It's a cell phone! It's a deep double! It's a cell phone, the deep double! I don't think there is one, but if there was one, I bet it would be in the South!
I left my gloves in the car.
In the meantime, Mike takes Samantha to the mall, where she is injured.
Oh my God! What the hell happened to her?
Long story short, she fell. Samantha, are you okay?
I'm a bubble.
Dude, she's fine. Look at her. She's having a good time. She's got her toothpaste. All you had to do was watch her for a few hours. What did you do to her? Nothing. She's just all loopy from all the Vicodin. Where did you get the Vicodin?
Mom.
Blueberry.
During another day date ice skating, Chris is injured during an impromptu hockey game, and he and Jamie run into an old high school classmate named Dusty Dinkelman, played by Chris Klein.
Jamie Palomino.
Dusty Dinkelman?
Yeah, actually, I go by Dusty Lee now, but yeah.
Dusty Lee?
Thanks for saving me.
Listen, I don't want to make this weird, but you look incredible.
So do you.
Really glad you dropped in.
Sorry about that, buddy. Here we go.
Dusty was once a nerd, often friend-zoned even worse than Chris was, but is now working in the town as a paramedic. Dusty begins to woo Jamie, along with other women, much to the displeasure of Chris. Mike continues to try and keep Samantha occupied, hoping to fulfill his sexual fantasies with her.
I haven't had sex in, forever. I'm so horny. I'm horny. Wait a minute. How old are you?
I'm 22, 20, 19. I'm 18.
So do you really have my poster on your wall?
Yeah,
Do you ever,
all the time.
how many times in a day?
8.
8? 8? Oh my God, that's hot.
You're hot.
I know.
Chris ends up having a great night reminiscing with Jamie, and she makes herself available to have sex.
Make a move. Make a move.
What's on your mind?
Bush. President Bush. The first family. Really.
But Chris doesn't reciprocate with those feelings, in more ways than one.
This is it. Don't even think about how weird tomorrow's gonna be.
Chris?
Oh, God. Oh, God. What are you doing? Where are you going?
Is everything all right?
Oh, everything's fine. Yeah, you okay? You need a blanket or anything?
He vents his frustrations to Clark.
The hell is wrong with you? I mean, why didn't you sleep with her?
Oh, no, I had her.
You two on the same menstrual cycle yet, or what?
Look, the timing just wasn't right. You know, I'm laying there. I'm about to make my move. Where's this going? What happens after we sleep together?
Jesus, dude, I thought you just wanted to sleep with her.
I can't just sleep with Jamie Palomino. We have a history. We're
Friends.
God damn it! I'm right back in high school again, you know?
As Christmas approaches, will Chris be able to profess his love to Jamie, or will they end up being nothing more than just friends?
Yeah, there you go. Just walk away like you always do.
No, I'm not walking away. I'm running back to my great life in L.A.
Great, we'll have fun.
You have fun being the girl who peaked in high school. Slapped like a cheerleader.
Bye, Chris.
This film was written by Adam Tex Davis and was based upon his real-life experiences in the so-called friend zone. The movie was shot in Los Angeles, California, and parts of Regina and Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, in early 2005. The movie was shot during winter when temperatures would drop as low as negative 29 degrees Fahrenheit. Since the movie was filmed in Canada, many of the minor characters are played by Canadian actors. 3 of the supporting actors, Fred Uwanek, Mike O'Brien, and Kevin Cunningham, were regulars on the Canadian sitcom Corner Gas, which aired on CTV in Canada from 2004 to 2009. Ryan Reynolds himself is also a Canadian. It took 4 hours to put the 12-pound face makeup on Ryan Reynolds. When Reynolds stepped outside in full fat makeup, a fan of his came up to him and asked if Ryan Reynolds was inside. He said yes and pretended he wasn't himself. In a deleted scene, Alanis Morissette plays herself, having an antagonistic relationship with Ryan Reynolds' character. At the time, the two were dating in real life. This is one of 2 films that Anna Faris and Ryan Reynolds co-starred in. The other film was Waiting, which was also released in 2005. To keep up Samantha's aggressive, hysterical behavior, Anna Faris continually drank Red Bulls before filming. Just Friends was released into theaters Thanksgiving week of 2005 and grossed a total of $50.9 million, making it a modest success at the box office. While initial reviews were mixed, as the 2010s and the 2020s arrived, this movie found itself being considered by many an early 21st century Christmas classic, certainly when it comes to holiday romantic comedy films. I actually miss some of these types of films because Hollywood used to make them much more frequently. They would have recognizable movie stars, good humor, heartwarming stories, and they would make great date movies, fun for both men and women. Hollywood quit making many of these types of films by the 2010s because they figured why make a movie for $25 million that'll make $50 million when they could make some CGI animated superhero type movie for $300 million that can make $1 billion. Sadly, movies like Just Friends were often regulated to streaming by the 2010s and 2020s. I remember seeing posters for this movie when it came out in late 2005, but I never actually got around to watching it until 2021. I enjoyed it. I think Ryan Reynolds is very entertaining and funny, and I always liked Amy Smart going back to when I was a young teenager. In movies like Road Trip and Rat Race, I think she's really a good actress, and I find her really attractive. Amy Smart does it for me. Christopher Marquette is very funny as the younger brother, and by everyone's account, Anna Faris absolutely steals the show in this film. Her character is so insane and crazy that it creates a good amount of the humor that you find in this movie. I like this movie enough to give it an 8-star rating. I recommend the 2005 Christmas romantic comedy film, Just Friends.